You've definitely seen their trucks on the road. Benore Logistics came to the upstate in 1994 with just 2 trucks and 2 drivers. Well, now, almost 24 years later, they're up to 500 trucks, 2,000 trailers, and they employ 700 truck drivers locally. The Benore family says since drivers are the foundation of their business, they're always looking to hire. So we took a ride in a big rig to better understand the lifestyle of a truck driver.
The perception of life as a truck driver is I get in my truck and I leave on Monday and I'm gone for the whole week and I come home on Friday.
Jeffrey Benore, president of Benore Logistics Systems, says they've created a way to make sure their drivers get to go home every day.
And we've created relay points, so you go out and you come back, you're home with your family at night, you eat supper with your family, you sleep in your own bed. And to us, that's really important. That's the family culture we have here at Benore.
We're going to pre-trip my trailer, make sure I don't have any gashes or anything in the trailer. Checking my wheels.
For truck driver Joyce Sims, this career was a natural fit. She drove in the convoy as an Army National Reservist.
If you ever consider driving, come to Benore. I know where I'm going at the beginning of the day. I get my pros and I know exactly which suppliers I'm going to.
And because so many of Benore's suppliers are nearby, Joyce makes all her hauls within a 50-mile radius.
So I'm doing my job and it's a pretty good job.
She likes the freedom of the open road.
You're out here and you can see what's going on daily, or you can stop and get you a cup of coffee, or you can, in between runs, it's just a good place to be if you want to be outside job without working physically. So this is nothing I'm doing physically, just driving. So that's why I tell you I call myself a steering wheel holder, because that's basically what I do.
She says lighter loads and well-maintained, safe trucks make her experience even better.
I have to look behind me in my mirrors to notice that I'm carrying a trailer. It's just that easy to drive. The trucks are good. I love the automatics, and this is what we're in. We are in an automatic, and no clutch. Once you hit drive, you're on your way.
And Joyce says she's happy to stay with this company that recognizes that without drivers, there would be no logistics.
My number is 4590. They don't look at me as being 4590. They look at me as being Joyce. So, that's what I like about working for a small company, because with that, that's who I am. I'm not just another number.
Founded in Erie, Michigan, Benore Logistics has several upstate locations, including Greer and Anderson. They are always recruiting new drivers, but other positions are also available in warehousing, dispatch, and maintenance. You can look for job openings at benorelogistics.com. Well, in our daily lives, we all run into situations where we might have legal questions. Questions like what you should do if you're involved in a car accident, what you should do if you're injured at work, and how do you know if you need a lawyer? In this week's Legal Minute, we turn to Mitchell Bird from the Carolina Law Group for some answers. At the Carolina Law Group, Mitchell Bird's practice focuses mainly on workers' compensation, personal injury, and some criminal defense work.
For me, being able to help a real person with a real problem has always been the most rewarding thing.
He says if you're involved in a minor fender bender and nobody is injured, you're probably not going to need an attorney.
You're probably going to be capable of dealing with the insurance company to help resolve any property damage issues.
But if you're hurt or you think you might be hurt, he says that's an entirely different situation.
I would recommend that you talk to an attorney, and I would recommend you also seek medical treatment right away. You want to do both of those things as quickly as possible, because I can guarantee you that the insurance company has claims adjusters or investigators who are acting quickly, and they will approach you very quickly and try to settle with you for some small nominal amount of money right away. And if you take that money or sign some documents without talking to an attorney about it, that could basically end your claim.
He says find an attorney who's available to meet with you face to face. Be wary of a lawyer who pressures you to sign a retainer agreement right away. And most importantly, he says, don't suffer in silence.
If you are keeping quiet about the fact that you've been injured and it wasn't your fault, and you're not talking to a doctor or you're not talking to a lawyer, it's very possible that an insurance company, and even possible that a jury, would feel like you're really not hurt. So if you're suffering, or if you've had a car accident, if you've been injured, my best advice is don't suffer in silence. Call us and set up an appointment. We'll meet with you face to face, and it won't cost you a dime. to talk to us about your case.
Bird says one of the most complicated areas of law affects every employed person day in and day out. Next week, we'll talk about workers' comp, the no-fault system, and how to protect yourself early on. Well, in today's Just Listed segment, real estate agents say families wanting to buy in downtown Greenville will likely have to adjust their expectations. Because of an inventory shortage, they either have to renovate a house that's not move-in ready, or they have to spend more money to get that desired location. But a new 25-home subdivision springing up in the Overbrook community is giving buyers a unique opportunity, and realtors say there's nothing else like it.
Overbrook Cottages is the newest neighborhood in downtown Greenville. Come take a look at this model house.
Angela Rodriguez is a realtor associate with Wilson Associates Real Estate.
From the moment you walk in, you are blown away with all of the high-end finishes. From recessed lighting to beautiful countertops and just an open concept.
She says the Cottages at Overbrook development offers a rare opportunity for buyers to get a brand new home within 5 minutes of downtown Greenville in the high 200s.
What we're seeing in Greenville is an inventory shortage. There are more people moving in than houses. It's that simple. If you find a house that checks all of your boxes and you decide that you need to go home and sleep on it, you're probably not going to ever be sleeping in that house.
Walking through this model house, it's not surprising that it immediately went under contract.
This master shower, this is big. It's got a frameless door.
And while this house is spoken for,
we do have about 20 others to choose from. This will be about 24 houses in this community coming out in different phases. And buyers get to have input. Buyers get to choose the color on the walls, the color of the flooring, the color of the tiles in the bathroom. So they really are putting their own spin on this house.
She says the best thing you can do for yourself as a buyer in a seller's market is assemble the best team possible.
All of that starts with a great agent. And then you want to surround yourself with a great lender and a great closing attorney, because these are the people who are going to watch your back throughout the whole process.
And for anyone who's ready to begin that journey, she says the team at Wilson Associates is their most dedicated partner.
My phone is always next to me. I take calls at 8 in the morning. I'm still sending emails at 11:30 at night. And we're in it. We care. We're not just looking to make this a transaction. It's a relationship forever.
The two-story cottages at Overbrook feature granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, walk-in master showers, front porches, and craftsman-style interior trim. Prices range from the mid-200s to the low 300s. To find out more, you can contact Wilson Associates Real Estate. Well, if you've watched Fox Carolina for any amount of time, you're likely familiar with our friends at Kia of Greer. Our Featuring the Carolinas crew has gotten to know one man at that dealership who has sold almost 5,000 cars. In this week's Tuesday Test Drive, we spent some time on the lot with George Hooper and take a spin in his favorite car.
Good morning, ma'am.
Working at Kia of Greer for 15 years, George Hooper knows a thing or two about customer service.
Here at Kia of Greer, we have an environment that's family friendly. We treat you like family from the beginning and here on out, even through our service center. You know, customers always right. You know, that's who takes care of your company, and we acknowledge that and understand why we're here. First of all, we want to make sure that they're welcomed. We do have a breakfast here every morning till 11 every day. And we have free shuttle service.
And George says because visitors to this lot are treated like family, the relationships are long-lasting.
The good thing about it is I see some of them I've sold cars to when the kids are growing up, become teenagers. They're borrowing and driving the car I sold their parents, and it's still under warranty with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So, you know, financially, it's just, I know that family's not over-obligating herself and putting herself in a bind.
And as much as George loves helping people, his other great love is cars.
My favorite car would probably be the Sorrento. This one here is an EX V6 model. Of course, it comes with the smart key entry, the keyless remote. You have the leather heated seats.
He takes us for a spin.
All right.
For him, test drives are one of the perks of the job.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I enjoy it. It's the cars that you get to drive every day. You come in here and see the different options that are available to the customers, and you learn the technology. The good thing about Kia, they do keep up with the change of technology every day. Seems like it changes every day, and they stay on top of it and demand of the customers' wants, of course, and the needs.
Technology like the automatic push-button hatch and the crystal clear rear view camera with cross-traffic alert.
We're backing out of a parking space and a car does come through a parking lot and you cannot see it, the vehicle will alarm and tell you that someone is coming by or even walking by.
For all these years, George has driven more than an hour each way to get to work, but he says it's completely worth the commute.
It's just an all-around good job. You know, it's a good dealership, good ownership. It's a family owners here, and that's what makes it so rewarding. It's just you can go and talk to the owners, you know, in person.
And he says when you read "Welcome Home" on the dealership's entryway, it's more meaningful than just words on a door.
Welcome home means when you come in, you're treated like family. You're not just a customer. We want to make it personal.
Kia of Greer is located on East Wade Hampton Boulevard in Greer. You can shop online anytime at kiaofgreer.com. Featuring the Carolinas, we'll be right back.